challenges. Thankfully, as a Canadian homeowner aged 55 and better, you have a
So you did it. I don't know how you did it. Maybe you divided by zero, maybe you went back in time and killed your dad, I don't know. But what I do know is you've created a paradox, and now your universe is falling apart. And unfortunately, there's nothing you can really do. Or is there? Today we're going to be learning how to solve a universe-destroying paradox.
I like that.
Thank you.
We're good.
Now you may be asking, Ben, what is a paradox? Well, let me explain to you. A paradox is a self-contradicting phenomenon. So let's say you were going from an ice cream shop to a time machine factory. If you wanted to run there, and you got there, and you used that time machine to go back in time and stop yourself from ever reaching the time machine factory, then you would never reach it. So you would never go back in time to stop yourself. But if you never go back in time to stop yourself, then you reach the time machine factory. And if you reach the time machine factory, you can go back in time and stop yourself. But then you never reach time machine factory, so you never go back in time. It doesn't make sense. It contradicts itself. That's what a paradox is. But for right now, let's say you wanted to create a paradox. So you decided, hey, I'm gonna divide 0 by 0. You can mind? Congratulations, you now have a paradox. Your universe is now falling apart. The best and most easy solution for paradoxes is don't do them. Don't do anything to create a paradox. It's a bad idea. Oh, the water froze. I really wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. The main solution is don't do it. But you've already failed that part. So let's move on to the second one. And that next solution is erasing the memory of what you've done from history. Now you may think, what do you mean by that, Ben? Let's use the grandfather paradox for this. If you go back in time and kill your grandpa, and then you go forward in time and realize that there is a paradox. Let's say that the one that killed your grandpa is U1, and the one that is in the future now is U2. If U2 goes back in time right after U1 has left, and then heals and wipes your grandpa's memory, so that he doesn't remember anything that happened, then that means his life is, everything he does in his life will be the exact same. His life doesn't change at all, so he still has kids, his kids still have kids, so you still exist, so there's no paradox. You might have noticed that most of the solutions so far have been ways to avoid a paradox so that it doesn't happen, because they're incredibly hard to stop. But with the final solution, technological, you don't really have to just avoid one. Now this way to stop a paradox is a little difficult because it revolves around you having super futuristic technology. I'm talking really, really futuristic. But for now, we're going to use this device that a time-traveling Deadpool gave to me. And for this example, we're going to have to create a paradox of our own. So let's divide 0 by 0, and boom! You'll notice everything's falling apart. There's a paradox. But if we simply enter some buttons, we charge it up, and you'll notice that the paradox has subsided. This method will be the most difficult to acquire, but the easiest to use, because there's no way you're going to get this kind of future technology for several hundred years. But also, once you get it, you just gotta press some buttons and boop, and everything's fixed. And there you have it. That was every way you can revert and stop a paradox. And I hope this video is informational for you. If you ever accidentally manage to... Oh no, I don't think it worked. No. Oh no, I think... it's getting real bad. So that's what you do. I get it.